It is currently October 23rd, 2019. And in real life, Kevin Durant would have been on the Brooklyn Nets roster, but today I'm going to be trying to turn Kevin Durant and Steph Curry into the greatest duo of all time. So he's obviously staying in Golden State. Now, the thing is with this team is KD, Curry, Clay, and DeMarcus Cousins are all hurt and basically out for the entire season. Clay is out for the season. He actually set out 2 seasons in real life for this injury, so he's out for the next 2. Curry's out for the season with a hand fracture, and KD is out for the season with an MCL. Was that MCL or ACL in real life? I don't know, but he was out for this entire season. So this first season with them obviously is not going to go too well. If we go ahead and look at our starting lineup, we got Poole, Burks, Glenn Robinson III, Draymond, and Kevon Looney. There's only 180 plus overall in the starting lineup, and it's Draymond Green. But honestly, it's not a bad thing. The reason the Warriors had such a high draft pick and were able to get Wiseman in real life was because Curry and Clay were out. They had a terrible season. So hopefully we can finish top 3 lottery. Honestly, probably top 2 I'd rather finish, so we can either select Ant or LaMelo. Because we are becoming the GM in this video, we're going to make moves and try and build the best roster every year for KD and Curry to win a championship. But yeah, basically we're going to try and just win them as many rings as possible. So let's simulate the season. Like I said, this season is going to be awful. I hope. I actually don't want to win games. We want to see as many L's as possible stack up. 2 weeks past the All-Star break, we're 17-45 right now, ranked 15th in the Western Conference, which should be last. Yeah, we're last place in the Western Conference. The Thunder, Trailblazers, and Spurs are kind of competing with us for that last spot. So we just got to keep losing games. And I don't think that's going to be too hard with this team. This team is terrible. James Harden wins a regular season MVP this year. Ja Morant, Rookie of the Year. Dennis Scrotum, 6th Man of the Year. Rudy Gobert, DPLY. And Terry Rozier, the most improved player. And the Jazz had the best record in the NBA at 60-22. I don't think anyone from the Warriors made these All-NBA teams yet. No, they didn't. Let's see if Draymond made a defensive team. No, he did not. James Harden on the All-NBA second defensive team as well, too. Don't really care about the playoffs this year, to be honest, just because we're not in them and we're just trying to get to this draft as fast as possible. It is going to be a Jazz Nets finals. The Jazz don't have Kevin Durant. They do have Kyrie, and Kyrie was still able to lead them out of the East to the championship. Jazz up 3-0 on the Nets. It looks like Kyrie's gonna fall short. He does. D Mitch wins his first championship. Does it in Utah with Rudy. Finals MVP for D Mitch as well. All right, moment of truth. The draft lottery. We have a 14% chance to get the top pick. We're tied at 14% with the Wizards and Thunder, and then the Magic have a 12.5 and Knicks have a 10.5. All right, come on. We gotta get this #1 pick. The Suns get the 14th pick. I'm just gonna skip the lottery because I'm not gonna watch them draw 13 balls in a row. It's gonna take forever, and we fall to the 4th pick. Come on, 2K. That's crazy. 14% chance to get the top pick, and we fall to the 4th pick. Not even like the 2nd or the 3rd pick. We fall to the 4th pick. Hopefully someone passes on Ant or LaMelo. Ant goes 1 to the Thunder. Sadiq Bey goes #2. All right, come on. Don't take LaMelo. I already know they're gonna take LaMelo. They take James Wiseman. All right, we're gonna grab LaMelo Ball. How LaMelo just fell to #4, I don't know. I mean, we could go and pick like a guy like Tyrese Maxey as well too, but I'm gonna grab LaMelo because even if we don't want to keep LaMelo because Steph's technically our point guard, we could trade him for another superstar, but I think we're gonna try and keep LaMelo for now. I accidentally hit simulate to the end of the draft. I meant to hit simulate to the 2nd round. Let's see who the team picked for their 2nd round pick. I think we had a high 2nd round pick. We picked Irving Forrest. I kind of sold there by hitting send to the end. We could have definitely drafted somebody else that would have been better. All right, finally at the start of the season where we can actually, go try and win a championship now with KD and Steph. We got Curry, Clay, Glenn Robinson III, KD, and DeMarcus Cousins are starting 5 with LaMelo and Jordan Poole off the bench. Now, we're going to have to get rid of either Clay or LaMelo Ball, and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Klay Thompson. He's getting paid like, what, $23 million a year? That kind of will clear us out of the salary cap debt, hopefully. I'd be able to trade Klay Thompson for Ja Morant for 1 year. That's kind of tempting, but it's not really something that we don't really need Ja Morant. We already have LaMelo and Curry and Jordan Poole. We could get Bam. Klay Thompson has a high trade value. There's some good players that we can get. We can get Cat if we trade Clay and DeMarcus Cousins. Now, DeMarcus Cousins is 30 years old. He's only a 78 overall. I think that might be our best option out of all these trades. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to trade Clay and DeMarcus Cousins for Towns. So Towns is going to be our new starting center. KD, Towns, Glenn Robinson, Alec Burks, and Steph Curry. I'm going to go ahead and make LaMelo a 2 guard. Actually bumps his overall up too when you make him a 2 guard, so he can be in the starting lineup so he can develop more. They still are trying to start Alec Burks over him, but we're going to start LaMelo. We got to play LaMelo like 35 a game so he develops. I think this team looks pretty nice. I think this team could definitely run it for a championship right now. And just before the season starts, I'm kind of trying to see if I could trade some of these guys on our bench that are making some money that really probably aren't going to play for draft picks. So we get 2 seconds from the Grizzlies for Damian Lee. And I'm going to trade Bembry, who's on a 1-year deal, for 2 of Oklahoma City seconds. Harden was back-to-back MVPs, almost averaged a triple-double throughout the season, put up 31 a game. LaMelo does win Rookie of the Year, 16.6 a game, basically 7 rebounds and 6 assists for us. It's a good season. What did Ant do on the Thunder? Ant put up 20 a game on the Thunder. He had pretty good stats too. They definitely could have gave it to him. Kevin Durant makes the All-NBA second team, put up 24.1 a game for us, 8.7 rebounds and 6 assists. And we had the 4 seed in the playoffs, so didn't get the 1 seed like we kind of expected, but we still got in the playoffs, got a high seed. We should be all right. I mean, playing the San Antonio Spurs, their best players are Anthony Davis actually joined the San Antonio Spurs and DeMar DeRozan. So a pretty decent Spurs team. We do take game 1 from the Spurs, take game 2 from the Spurs. We are up 3-1 on the Spurs. Can we close them out? We can close them out and advance to the second round. Curry 26, KD 25, LaMelo 19, 8 and 3. I still can't believe LaMelo fell to us with the 4th pick in the draft. They picked Sadiq Bey over LaMelo. Sadiq Bey is tough, but over LaMelo is kind of crazy. But we are down 3-1 to the defending champs, the Utah Jazz. I mean, I don't really know. It's a good team, but I don't really know how Steph and KD, Cat, and LaMelo are down. I mean, thinking about it, we really don't have too much defense on the squad. Our defense might be a little rough, and that might have been our downfall. We get eliminated 107-95. I don't know how the Jazz held us to 97 points with the lineup that we had. Curry 22, KD 19, and our first year with Steph and KD, we actually get bounced, and the Jazz go on to win the championship again on a two-peat. D. Mitch, 33.8 a game, was his second Finals MVP. To the NBA draft, the first pick is Evan Mobley. I think we have like a mid-first round pick, so let's just send to ours. We have the 25th pick of the draft. There's some decent options here. I like Trey Murphy, but I think I'm gonna go with Herb Jones. We could grab Moses Moody, who's on the Warriors in real life, but I think I'm gonna grab Herb Jones. I don't think that's a bad pick at all. I think he kind of fits our team well, gets us the defense that we kind of need. We need that lockdown defender on the team. All right, so I think I messed up on last year's trade, and the Heat want to trade us Bam again for Cat. I don't really think we need like another superstar type of scorer around KD and Steph. I think we need some more defensive type of center. So we get 2 centers right here. We get Potel and Bam. I mean, I'm not really too excited about Potel, but I think Bam might fit this team better. So I'm gonna go trade him, and we're able to pick his contract up, which is nice. So Bam's gonna get moved to that starting center spot. I'm gonna move Herb Jones into the starting lineup. They have him not playing any minutes on the bench. And then we really only need 1 backup center. We got Looney and Potel. We weren't able to pay Draymond a couple seasons ago, but you know, I mean, we finished the 4th seed last season. I don't think we should have been the 4th seed. I think we're missing the glue guy. You know, Draymond Green is the best glue guy to this day since Amir Khan. So I'm gonna go ahead and trade Potel back for Draymond Green, and we get a pick. I mean, Potel was not gonna really get minutes on our team anyway. I'm gonna get Draymond back in the starting lineup, make KD a small forward, actually boost him to a 99 overall, so that's good. And then that should put Draymond in the starting lineup. It does. So we got Curry, LaMelo, KD, Draymond, and Bam. All right, D. Mitch is becoming the new GOAT. He wins this year's MVP. Evan Mobley wins Rookie of the Year on the Clippers. Scrotum 6th Man of the Year again. But that's really not what I'm trying to get to. I want to show you guys where we finished. We finished with the 5th seed in the play, or the Western Conference. Pelicans had the 1 seed. We match up against the Spurs in the second round again. I don't really get what's wrong with this team. I feel like Steph and KD should be playing better than a 5 seed. I mean, I know it's the regular season and it doesn't matter as much as the playoffs, but you know, the 5th seed versus the 1 seed, like that's kind of a big drop. We are up 3-1 on the Spurs. We've been making pretty quick work of the Spurs. We go 4-1, and now we got the winner of Pelicans Clippers. The Clippers actually upset the Pelicans in the first round, but see, I'd honestly probably rather play the Pelicans. We got a healthy Kawhi, healthy PG, Zubac, and Evan Mobley. That team is nasty. This Pelicans team's pretty decent too, but I would just rather play Zion and Lonzo than Kawhi and Paul George. All right, game 1 though. Warriors take game 1. Curry had 35, 4 and 8. Bam with 22 and 12. KD 21, 6 and 10 assists. Draymond had 4, 6 and 10. Pretty good game from the team. Let's check what the Clippers did. Paul George was the leading scorer with 25. Kawhi 22, and Markieff, is that Markieff or Marcus? Marcus Morris with 23. All right, game 2, the Clippers take it. We take game 3. Clippers come right back, take game 4. 2-2 series. It's a huge game right here. We gotta win this game. It's telling us to give less minutes to Herb Jones. That might be why we're not doing as well too. We are giving like 20 minutes to Herb Jones off the bench, but I really want him to develop. I think he could be really nice for the squad, but we just blew that lead. I was just talking about Herb Jones, so I wasn't really paying attention, but I saw we were up like 10, so I just kind of assumed that we were going to win, and the Clippers go on a 34-22 4th quarter run and win by 2 points. That's a bad loss. All right, let's go adjust the rotation to how the CPU thinks it should be. Maybe they'll reward us then with a win. They're putting Jalen Smith in over Draymond. I don't really like that, and they got our boy Herb Jones on the bench. I don't know why they're disrespecting Herb Jones as a 14th man and putting Peter Wright at a 70 overall over him at the 10th man. Let's hop into the Simcast and hopefully take this game. All right, we do take take the game 126-115. Forcing a game 7. Paul George had 35 on us, but KD with 39 points, 5 for 9 from 3, 15 to 25 from the floor. Curry had 18 points, 11 assists. Jordan Poole with 24 us off the bench. LaMelo 10, 7 and 6. This game 7 is close though. We are entering the fourth quarter, or about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. We're only up 6 points, and you know we just blew a fourth quarter lead in game 5. We had like a 12-point lead and blew it, so no lead safe, but 19 seconds up 8 should be safe. We're advancing on to the Western Conference Finals to play the Jazz, who have two-peated, and Donovan Mitchell just won an MVP, so this is not gonna be easy series. Let's check the Jazz's starting lineup out. Conley, D. Mitch, Royce O'Neal, Niang, and Rudy Gobert. So pretty similar to what their lineups were in real life. Obviously, was a little different, but the Jazz take game 1, they take game 2. The Jazz is just the best team of all time, I guess, because they're just handling Steph Curry and Kevin Durant like it's nothing. We just get bounced 4-1, and yeah, that's not good. Celtics Jazz finals, and the Jazz three-peat. All right, so we are trying to turn Kevin Durant and Steph Curry to the greatest duo of all time. Rudy Gobert and D. Mitch right now are becoming the greatest duo of all time. This isn't Wemby's draft class, right? Nah, one more year. I was gonna say maybe trading LaMelo for the first pick, trying to get Wemby on the team. That'd be kind of cheesy, but I actually just hit sim to end again. I'm selling these draft picks. Who did we pick? Please don't pick anyone trash. We picked J-Dub. Okay, I'll take J-Dub. Kevin Durant wins the MVP. Almost averaged a triple-double. And Steve Kerr, the coach of the year. Finally, we have the best record in the West again. Been like 2-3 years, and we have not looked great, to be honest. I mean, we've got to deep runs in the playoffs, but with this team, this roster, I feel like the only way to, you know, meet the standard is win a championship. And it is 2-2 with Portland right now, 3-2 with Portland. We should be able to close them out. Yeah, 4-2. Curry 34, LaMelo 26 and 11. I did not end up trading LaMelo. I mean, LaMelo's been playing good, developing for us. Will we eventually trade him? I don't know yet, to be honest. We're gonna see, because it is seem like he is helping us a lot, and we're down 2-1 to the Jazz, 2-2 to the Jazz. Come on, please win this game. We're down 3-2 to the Jazz. There's no way we're getting knocked out by the Jazz 3 years in a row in the playoffs, right? We're down 3-2. We got to win 2 in a row. This one's in Utah. We win this one, we get game 7 in Golden State. The Jazz came all the way back, and now it's only a 1-point game with a minute left. Let's hop in. All right, it is the Warriors ball, and we load in. Steph was open for a minute under the basket, but I think that was Jalen Smith that threw it away. KD gets the board. Curry with it, getting guarded by Clarkson. They don't have LaMelo in the game right now. I don't know if he fouled out or if they're just not playing him and playing Jordan Poole over him. Curry with it, getting guarded by Clarkson, going to the bucket, tough layup, gets it to go. 3-point game. We just need one stop. Let's see real quick though before it starts. Is LaMelo fouled out of the game, or are they just not playing him? LaMelo has 21 tonight for us. Curry 33 and 13, and KD 28. No, the person with the most fouls on our team is Jordan Poole with 3, Jalen Smith with 3. LaMelo has 2 fouls. They just don't have him in the game right now. Let's see if they put him in on this timeout. All right, they do put LaMelo back in. Who's guarding D Mitch? All right, LaMelo's matched up against D Mitch. D Mitch gets open off a screen, corner 3, misses, and they're gonna foul. If Steph Curry just makes one of these, we should be all right. Rudy fouls out of the game. Steph to ice the game. Steph hit both, 115, 110. We should be good. Royce O'Neal for 3, he hits it. Okay, we're not good yet. We're gonna need Steph to make both free throws again, and they're actually giving it to LaMelo, so we need LaMelo to hit both. Free throw 1 from LaMelo. Gotta hit this one too, LaMelo. He gets it. No timeouts for the Jazz. Just don't foul a 3-point shooter, and we're going to game 7. Niang, oh my God, we almost just fouled a 3-point shooter. He just shoved Niang to the ground. No call, didn't make it anyway, so it really wouldn't have mattered. And we're going to game 7. Curry with 35, KD 28, Poole 20, or LaMelo 23. So like 80 something points from the big 3. All right, I thought we were cooked. Look at the first quarter, 46-27 run the Jazz opened the game on. It is now a 4-point game. We have came back, and we have just took the lead with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, trying to beat the Jazz for the first time. 1:15 left. Let's hop in. We do need a stop. We got Kevin Durant guarding D Mitch. LaMelo Ball is not in the game once again. They're going to Jordan Poole over him. Just probably some with the rotation that he gets subbed in within like the last minute. I don't know. Sometimes it glitches out weird like that. D Mitch though off the pull up misses a jump shot. That was a good look too. That was D Mitch's type of shot too. I thought D Mitch was gonna smack that. Curry getting guarded by Conley though. Trying to fry Conley, step back, broke his ankles, and it falls. 113, 110. We just got to play D. D Mitch coming off the screen. Throws down to Rudy. Rudy goes up. There's no way we're letting Rudy Gobert score on this loony. Where is Bam at? Why is Bam not in the game? What is these rotations, Steve Kerr? Curry just pulled up from deep. What is he doing? I mean, I know that's Steph. You can't question the shot that Steph takes, but we could have took the shot clock down a lot more, and Curry just pulled up from almost the logo. D-Mitch with the ball, pulls up 3-pointer. He's not missing 2 in a row. Yep, he's not going to miss 2 in a row. And now they're up 2 with 10 seconds. I don't know what Steph was doing right there. Our life as a GM is basically on the line right here. We got to get to the finals this year. Curry First, Conley pulls up in his face for 3 again, and he hits it. Steph Curry. Stephen Curry, man. Look at Curry, man. That is a crazy hit. There's still 4 seconds left. They sub LaMelo back in. Oh my God, D-Mitch is wide open. They didn't throw it to D-Mitch. Conley has it. Pulls up in Curry's face. Please don't go in. Oh my God. We're not even going to the finals. That was a second round series, but the Jazz were the team that we were not able to beat. We already beat the Clippers last year. Still going to be a tough series with Kawhi and PG. Don't get me wrong, but we get by the team we couldn't beat, who just three-peated. KD 30, LaMelo 19. Curry only had 13, was 3 for 11 from 3, but he hit it when it count. And now we got the Clippers in the Western Conference Finals. Let's see if the Clippers made any moves. Pat Bev, PG, Kawhi, Mobley, and Zubac. So no moves, but Mobley's getting up in overall, which is not good for us. Let's see if Coach wants to make any adjustments to his lineup for the series. No, this is the lineup we're rolling with. Why is Herb Jones a 77 and our 10th man? I just don't get this at all. What if we edit his position? Because they keep taking him out of the lineup. He would be more of a small forward for us anyway. So if I move him to small forward, goes him to 79, does that put him in the starting lineup? Or not starting lineup, but at least time? Okay, it moves him to 18 minutes again. He didn't get any time this year, which is terrible. I forgot to adjust that. That's not good that Herb Jones didn't get any time. So I feel like he could be pretty good for us. But he's going to be coming off the bench as a 7th man now. Going to be KD's backup. All right, game 1 against the Clippers, we do take. We take game 2 as well. We take game 3 as well. Maybe Herb Jones was the answer, and we 4-0 sweep the Clippers. Jalen Smith with 22, Bam 21, Curry 19, KD 18. So Steph and KD, not even our top 2 leading scorers that game. And we win by 30 points. And we got either Boston or Miami. Boston was up 3-1. So yeah, we're going to get Boston. KD, West Finals MVP, 21 a game, 8 boards, 8 assists. And Tatum averaged 32 and is the East Finals MVP. We got Warriors, Celtics in the NBA Finals. Warriors take game 1, Celtics take game 2. Warriors take the next 2 games, and we're up 3-1. KD coming off a 34-10 game. Melo 22, Bam 22, Curry 21. Can we close them out right here? We cannot. We're going to a game 6. And the Warriors close it out in game 6. KD Finals MVP. And he won the regular season MVP this season. So he goes for the triple crown of MVP, Finals MVP, and championship. All right, let's see who gets the first pick in this year's draft. It is the Indiana Pacers. Now, we could go try and grab the Pacers' first pick. So we don't even necessarily have to trade LaMelo for the first pick. I mean, I could try and rip him off and see if we can just trade Jordan Poole. But we cannot pay LaMelo if Bam's contract is still on the roster coming up on this next offseason. Not this offseason, but the next one. So we could trade Bam right here for Wemby. Pacers have the first pick in the draft. I mean, I'm guessing they're not just going to trade Jordan Poole straight up. Yeah, it gets declined. I'm not going to obviously override it. You're asking me to give away a valuable asset, the first round pick, when none of the assets I get back are nearly as valuable. All right, what about Bam Adebayo for the first round pick? I don't think we'd have to give up Poole. We'll trade you our first and Bam for the first round pick. Declined. Okay, our first and our second. Declined. Let's take away our second. We'll give them our first, Bam and Jordan Poole. They agree. We got Wemby. We have Victor Wembanyama on the basketball team with Kevin Durant and Steph Curry. So Victor Wembanyama, welcome to the Golden State Warriors, man. Just cheesed the system. Took Wemby. I don't know how they traded for Bam for Wemby. Bam's tough, but I'm taking Wemby any day. We're able to pay Jalen Smith and Herb Jones as well. So yeah, getting Bam off the salary cap books, whatever you want to call it, definitely freed up some space. So that was a good move for the team. I actually can't believe we just got Wemby without having to trade LaMelo. So our new starting lineup: Steph, LaMelo, KD, Jalen Smith, and Wemby. Herb Jones off the bench. Kevon Looney, J-Dub off the bench. I completely forgot we drafted J-Dub. LGM, I completely forgot we drafted J-Dub. But we got J-Dub as our 8th man and some guy named Tyson Sanders as our 9th man. Let's take his minutes down a little bit, give some to J-Dub. You are not going to be getting too much time, Tyson. All right, Wemby wins Rookie of the Year for us, putting up 13 and 7. The bad thing about this year, though, is we did not get the 1 seed. We got the 5th seed in the playoffs, which is kind of underwhelming, to be honest. After winning a championship, I feel like we definitely should have got a higher seed, but for some reason, we just give the Clippers belt every time we match up against them. 3-1, but I mean, it looks like we should be able to win the series. I'm jinxing it, though, as I'm talking. Okay, we went 4-2. LaMelo 30, KD 27, Wemby 10 and 8, KD had 11, and we got the number 1 seed in New Orleans Pelicans in the next round. They take game 1, we take game 2, and Warriors take the next 2 games up 3-1. Can we close them out? We can. And we got Dallas Mavericks in the Western Conference Finals. Let's check their lineup out: 84 Brunson, 99 Luka, 84 DFS, 82 Roy, and 89 Porzingis. That's a good starting 5. And Luka just won the MVP this season off a pretty good year. Warriors take game 1, Dallas takes game 2, Warriors again take game 3, and they take game 4 as well. So we're up 3-1 on the MVP. We close them out, and we're matching up against the Boston Celtics and Jason Tatum in the finals once again. They do have JB and Tatum at pretty high overalls. Rest of the team looks pretty decent, but nothing to be afraid of. Warriors take game 1 from the Celtics. We just beat them last year pretty easily, 3-0 and 3-1. I was getting ready to get the brooms out, but they took that game. They come back and take the second game. All right, hold on. Warriors, what are we doing? Okay, 4-2. We win in 6 games. KD finals MVP. We win a championship 2 in a row. So that is 4 for Kevin Durant in his career. Luka wins the MVP again this season, so that's a two-peat on the MVP for him. Amen Thompson, Rookie of the Year on OKC. But the Warriors struggled this season, probably because of our lack of depth on the bench. We had the 9th seed, which means even though our guys are tired, to have a chance to win these playoffs, I think we're going to have to take some of these bench guys minutes and go with like basically like a 6-man rotation, 7-man rotation. We're going to give Curry 40 a game. Wemby's young. We'll give him like 43 a game. Hopefully nobody gets hurt because injuries are on. I did turn the injury sliders down because if you have them up or at normal, people get hurt way too often. We really haven't experienced too many crazy injuries. I turned them down all the way to like I think it was 10 or 5 on the injury slider I did. But playing Dame, CJ McCollum, Sadiq Bey, Zach Collins, and Nurkic, this team being the whole reason when they drafted Sadiq Bey is the whole reason that we were able to get LaMelo Ball. So shout out to them for that. But yes, tell me to give less minutes to Wemby and more minutes to some of the guys on the bench. But I'm sorry, we cannot do that, 2K. We got to win 2 of these games in a row in the play-in to make the playoffs. And then I think we're a dangerous 8th seed. We could beat anyone. We beat the Blazers by 8 points. KD 34, LaMelo 24, 12, and 11, Wemby 23 and 13. If we did like a 50-year sim, I really set up this team to do well in the future too, with LaMelo and Wemby on the same roster when KD and Curry leave. In real life, if they got knocked out of the playoffs here, they might just give up on Curry and KD and trade them away for picks and stuff, or at least one of them, and then build around LaMelo and Wemby. But we're not gonna do that. 28, 10, and 5 for Wemby, 24, 9, and 8 for LaMelo, 24, 7, and 10 for KD. We knock out the Spurs 143, 107. Not even a close game. AD's been in San Antonio for 6 straight years now. Got the 1-seeded Rockets in the first round. Let's see if I think we can knock them out. Russ, Harden, Josh Green, Jalen Smith. So we were not able to pay Jalen Smith. He left all the way up to an 87. We really developed him nice. 83 Mo Wagner. Pretty good Rockets team, but Harden's down to 86. Russ is down to 87. I mean, playing 2 legends, but they are down in overall. They did have a really good regular season, which kind of surprises me because I feel like 2K kind of, when James Harden gets old, they make his team so bad for some reason. We 4-1 the Houston Rockets, and we're on to play Memphis in the first round of the playoffs, where we are just beating the shit out of them. I don't know how we get the 8th seed and then we just turn up in the playoffs, but we are doing that. We win 4-2 against Memphis. They kind of were scaring us a little bit coming back, but we win game 6, 150-93. KD with almost a 40 ball. LaMelo 27, 6, and 10. Wemby 25 and 16. Curry 24, 5, and 14. And J-Dub 15, Jabari Parker 15. The stat lines these guys are putting up is crazy. Now we got the Pelicans in the Western Conference Finals. I mean, it's kind of like exact same starting lineup they had about 3 seasons ago, which is pretty impressive. They were able to keep the team together, but they are up 3-1 on us, so we're gonna have to try and fight back from 3-1 and win 3 games in a row. It's close right now, or it was close. We're down 10 with 2 minutes left. Most likely done. Yeah, we get eliminated, and Pelicans go on to win a championship. Zion wins a ring in the 24-25 season. This is up to modern day NBA, so I'm gonna stop it right here and let the Warriors go on and rebuild around LaMelo and Wemby. Did we make Steph and KD the greatest duo of all time?